Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and others held closed-door briefings with members of both the House and Senate today as questions from lawmakers mount over the swift escalation of U.S. military force and deadly boat strikes in international waters near Venezuela. For the latest, let's check in with Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales. Erik.
Well, good evening, Veronica. It's great to be with you. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle say that these classified briefings on these boat strikes are long overdue, especially after yesterday's attack of 3 more boats believed to have been smuggling drugs in the eastern Pacific Ocean. A total of 8 people were killed in those strikes. Well, both secretaries defend the campaign as a success that has prevented drugs from reaching American shores. Congress continues its investigation into the boat strike that took place on September 2nd that killed 2 survivors who were hanging on to a capsized boat after it was hit by U.S. forces. After the briefing with the senators, both secretaries addressed the media, saying that they will not get into specifics, but called the boat strikes highly successful.
This counter-drug mission, which is focused on dismantling the infrastructure of these terrorist organizations that are operating in our hemisphere, undermining the security of Americans, killing Americans, poisoning Americans, and this has been a highly successful mission.
In keeping with long-standing Department of War policy, Department of Defense policy, of course we're not going to release a top-secret, full, unedited video of that to the general public. Hask and Sask and appropriate committees will see it, but not the general public.
As you heard there from the Secretary of War, the public will not be able to see the unedited video, but members of the House and Senate Armed Services Committee will get the chance to review the video this week. Hegseth did not say whether all members of Congress would be allowed to see it, even as a defense policy bill demands that it be released to Congress. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle say they want answers.
The least of my concerns is this friggin' video. Release it, make your own decisions. This is lawful. I have every confidence that what they're doing is no different than what Bush did.
The administration came to this briefing empty-handed. That's the major question that we face. And if they can't be transparent on this, how can you trust their transparency on all the other issues swirling about in the Caribbean?
This is all for show. They hate Trump. They hate Hegseth. They hate Rubio. And you know, we went 4 years of just unlimited drugs flowing into our country, and finally somebody with the guts to stop it, and that person's Donald J. Trump.
For me, more of an exercise in futility. Really have no answers. Really didn't gain anything more than what the public already has gotten.
The closed-door sessions come as the U.S. continues to build up warships along with fighter jets near Venezuelan's airspace, even seizing an oil tanker as part of its campaign against Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Democratic lawmakers have objected to pushing for a vote this week on several war power resolutions, but that's highly unlikely in a Republican-controlled both House and Senate. Now, tomorrow, Admiral Frank Bradley will who ordered the second strike back on September 2nd. He will be testifying and giving more information to members of the Armed Services Committee in both the House and the Senate. At the Capitol, Erik Rosales, EWTN News Nightly.